Hello, my sunshine, and welcome to a new episode of the Hot Girl Morning Podcast. I am so excited to have you here for this truly very spontaneous podcast episode that I have decided to record probably 10 minutes ago. Today is all about showing up as your higher self, and there's a specific reason that I'm recording this right now because today is day one of a 7-day challenge for me to show up as my higher self. And I thought, why not share this challenge with all of you? And you're maybe or hopefully inspired to join me as well. If you really want to be part of the challenge itself, you can just head over to Instagram and message me there because we're doing like a whole group chat and supporting each other to do that. So my Instagram would be at greta.webhofer at greta.webhofer, and you can find all the information in the show notes. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about your higher self and about this challenge. A core belief that I have around my philosophy of life and all of that is when you're trying to go for your dream life, it is not only about taking specific steps. It is not only about creating the perfect strategy, the perfect how to get to your dreams, but it is so much more about changing your identity, changing the story that you tell yourself. Because what we do is with the thought patterns that we have in our minds, we keep ourselves stuck in where we are. Because our thoughts and what we focus on creates our reality and creates our future. So, this is why showing up as your higher self is so freaking powerful because it is about embodying this higher version of yourself. It is about changing the story, changing the identity. Let me take a step back because a couple of months, maybe even already a year ago, I had made this post on Instagram and I want to read it out loud to you because I think this is kind of like the inspiration for this whole challenge and for this in general. Wake up and start acting like your ideal self. Imagine you're in a movie and you have to play this woman you've always adored. Talk like her, walk like her, act like her, just for 24 hours. Give it a try and you will be closer to your dream life. And we're not doing this only for 24 hours, but we're doing this for 7 days. And I want you to inspire to do this as well, to show up as this higher self, to show up as this ideal version of ourselves. Showing up as our higher self doesn't mean that you have to be always happy. It is not about always being energized, always being excited. It is about realizing what would this higher, this better version of myself do? This version of myself that is living my dream. How would she react to these situations? How would she show up for herself? What boundaries would she set? What are the rituals that she would create? What are the routines that she would have? What are the things that she's doing for herself and for others? What is the energy that she's giving off? And I think that was actually today also the first step that I took within this challenge. I had the most amazing morning today, truly asking myself all the time, what would my higher self do? What would she do in this situation right now? You know? And basically, I started my morning. I put on some chill, relaxing music, and I took my journal and I started writing. And I started writing about my higher self. And I wasn't writing about her like regarding specific goals, but way more about what are her attributes, what are her characteristics. Like I feel like she's vibrant. She is excited about life. She's energized. She's grateful. She's so loving. She's so loving towards herself, but also towards other people. She's taking care of herself. She's full of inner peace. She is confident. She is taking the steps. All these things came to my mind, and I was thinking about, okay, how would she react to difficult situations? How would you react to moments of sadness? How would you react to all of that? And I was just going on and journaling more and more about this version of myself because that gave me a clearer picture of the things that I needed to do. And so I got started with that, got quite a clear picture of my higher self. And I really felt like I was embodying her. I was taking action like her. I was taking care of myself, and it was a really, really beautiful morning. Then I went for a quick run, which, if you would have known me a year ago, I was known for saying, I'm just not a runner. I don't like it. I don't know why I like it right now. I don't know. I have these new earphones that just make it so much more fun. I don't know why, but I love to get outside in the morning and just like a 20-minute run. That's all I need. And then I took an ice bath and took my shower and I made myself a smoothie and I got to work. And I can already feel such a difference. And I decided to take along this tiny little journal throughout the next 7 days. And I want to write down all my thoughts because it's so interesting when you're like, with everything that you're doing, you're asking yourself, what would my higher self do right now? What would this ideal version of myself do right now? And I'm a person who like thinks a lot. Like there are a lot of thoughts in my mind at all time, and it's so interesting to kind of analyze them from like a higher perspective and be like, okay, no, this is all right. I'm okay. I don't need to run any much further. 20 minutes is enough. And just like I I am truly taking care of the ego voice. And it's not like that the fears and the worries are taking over what I do, but it's truly like that the higher self is acting through me. And I want you to join me on this challenge. I want you, no matter if you already feel great and you feel like you're on track with your goals, that's great. But also, if you do not, um, as I said before, showing up as your higher self for 7 days doesn't mean that you have to be happy for 7 days, but it is about how you treat yourself during those times, how you talk to yourself during those times. So I want to inspire you to come along this challenge with me, to truly ask yourself, what would my higher self do right now? What would she do? How would she react to these situations? I'd love to see you over on my Instagram. If you have any questions about this, just let me know. But I think this is truly, truly powerful, and it's time for us to show up as our higher self because this is the way you will be manifesting all your dreams into reality. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in a couple of days already again. See you soon. Bye.